Hello guys, in today's video we are taking a closer look at the TTGO F6 Boost. This folding fat tire electric bike combines urban practicality, comfortable riding characteristics and enough versatility to handle much more than just daily commuting. It looks like a typical compact folding e-bike, but underneath its frame hides a powerful battery with a range of up to 140 km, torque sensor, hydraulic brakes, Shimano gearing and wide 20x4-inch fat tires that immediately suggest this bike is capable of much more than simply riding from point A to point B. For more details, be sure to check out this TTGO F6 Boost video review. When the package arrives, we immediately notice how big the box was. After opening the box, we was greeted by the very neat layout of the components. Thick layers of protective foam, plastic foil and additional protective elements protect the frame and sensitive parts during transport. Although the F6 Boost is a foldable model, its large fat tires and robust construction immediately reveal that there is no small city bike inside. The package also contains some accessories in a smaller box. So we have assembly tool, pedals, additional assembly accessories. There is also a battery charger with appropriate U adapter. As you can see, the bike is thoughtfully wrapped and it will take us some time to carefully unwrap it all. The assembly process itself is not overly demanding. Most bike comes pre-assembled, so you need to mount the pedals, install the handlebars and check the tire pressure. After about 40 minutes the bike was completely ready to ride. When we first stepped back and looked at it in its entirety, we immediately got the impression that the F6 Boost doesn't look like a classic city bike. The wide tires, robust frame and the more massive constructions give it a presence that draws the attention of a passerby even when it's parked. The F6 Boost feels like a serious bike that inspires confidence at the first glance. The frame made of aluminum alloy provides a good balance between weight and strength. The total weight of the bike is 33.5 kg, which may not sound small, but when riding, this weight is almost not felt thanks to the electric assistance. The geometry allows for an upright sitting position, which is ideal for city rides and longer trips. The seat height can be adjusted for riders from approximately 160 to 195 cm, while the maximum load capacity of 150 kg provides additional safety and stability. The F6 Boost model is powered by the 48-volt brushless motor with a nominal power of 250 W, which develops up to 70 Nm of torque. On paper, this figure may not seem spectacular compared to American models, but it is important to remember that this is a fully legal European model that is adapted to European regulations and maximum assistance speed of up to 25 km per hour. During a ride through the city, it quickly becomes clear that the TTGO did not try to impress with a brutal force but with a smooth and natural behavior. Already at the first moment you can feel how the engine is very pleasantly assisting the rider without sudden jerks or unpleasant surprises. The torque sensor is the main reason for this feeling. Unlike classic cadence sensor that only registers whether the pedals are turning or not, the torque sensor monitors the force with which you press the pedals. That means that the bike literally feels how hard you are trying to adjust the engine assistance accordingly, and in practice it feels very natural. If you turn the pedals lightly during the relaxed ride, the engine assistance remains discreet and pleasant. However, as soon as you press the pedals harder when accelerating or coming uphill, the engine responds almost immediately with additional power. Through city streets, the F6 Boost behaves very calmly and predictably. Acceleration is not aggressive, but it's lively enough to easily follow city traffic and quickly reach the maximum 25 km per hour allowed by the European regulations. For everyday riding, you don't really need more than that. The bike uses a Shimano 7-speed transmission that has proven to be very reliable and easy to use during testing. The key changes are smooth and precise whether you are cruising through the city center, accelerating on the bike path, or approaching a gentle hill. There is always the right gear to help you maintain a comfortable pedaling rhythm. The bike uses a large lithium battery with capacity of 48 watt and 8 amp hour, which gives a total capacity of as much as 864 watt hour. That's a serious figure even among the more expensive electric bikes, and it is precisely thanks to such a large battery that the manufacturer states a maximum range of between 120 and 140 kilometers. Such a range of autonomy allows for carefree everyday use. The driver can perform city duties for several days without thinking about recharging, while weekend trips become more relaxed because the range is no longer a limited factor. The battery is integrated into the frame and is easily removed with one turn of a key, so you can simply take the removed battery with you, charge it at the office or at the home. It's charged about 6 hours, which is also good results for this battery capacity. In the middle of the handlebars is a luxurious LCD colorful display that at the first glance seems modern, clean and very easy to use. Its position allows the rider to monitor key informations at all times without having to take their eyes off the road for a long time. Even on sunny days, the data remains legible enough, which is not always the case with electric bikes in this category. Now the display shows current speed, battery capacity, electric assistance level, total mileage, distance traveled, system status. The TTGO F6 Boost offers a total of 5 levels of electric assistance. The controls are located next to the left handlebar grip, so the assistance level can be changed practically without thinking. After a few minutes of riding, everything becomes completely intuitive. We especially like that the change between assistance levels feels smooth and natural without sudden changes in the bike's behavior. Everything feels very polished and adapted to everyday use. If we had to describe the TTGO F6 Boost in one word, that would be probably comfort. After the few hundred meters, it becomes clear that this is a bike that is primarily made for a comfortable ride. The front suspension fork made of aluminum uses lockout system and very effectively absorbs most of the bumps we encounter every day in the city. Cracks in the asphalt, transitions between different surfaces and small holes are no longer something you have to think about. A large part of the credit also goes to the huge 20 by 4.0 fat tires. They act as an additional layer of shock absorbance between the rider and the ground and very sufficiently dampen vibrations that would otherwise be transmitted through the frame and handlebars. This characteristic is felt most during rides through the city parks. The bike simply floats over gravel, dirt paths and uneven surface with surprisingly ease. The seat also deserves praise. The wide surface and sufficient soft padding allow for comfortable ride even after a long time spent in the saddle. Combined with a more upright sitting position, the result is a very relaxed and comfortable ride that does not tire even after many kilometers. Here we also have this practical rear rack on the back of the bike that increases functionality in everyday use. The bike comes equipped with hydraulic disc brakes that provide a very convincing performance in all riding conditions. The difference compared to the classic mechanical system is felt from the first squeeze of the lever. The pressure required for braking is less, the feeling of the lever is more precise, and the dosage of braking force is much simpler. In city traffic, this brings additional safety because situations can change in seconds. During testing, the brakes proved to be powerful, predictable and very reliable. The TTGO F6 Boost is equipped with the E-Mark certified LED front and rear LED lights. The front light uses a dual LED source that illuminates the area in front of the bike very nicely. The rear red LED brake light is strong enough to make you easily visible to all the road users even from a greater distance, and there is also additional flashing lights when braking. One of the biggest advantages of this bike is definitely its ability to transform it into a compact, easily portable form. Of course, it should be remembered that the mass of 33.5 kilograms is not negligible. This is not a bike that you will carry up several floors of stairs every day. The frame folds in the middle with a solid, safe mechanism that inspires confidence from the first use. A few simple movements are enough to cut the entire structure in half, making it much more practical to handle. In practice, that means that you can easily put it in your trunk of your car or simply store it in the corner of your apartment without feeling like it is taking up your living space. This is not a model that tries to impress with the raw power or extreme performance. Its greatest qualities lie in comfort, practicality and ease of use. The combination of wide tires, suspension fork and upright seating position makes it feel like you are simply gliding through the city. The engine provides plenty of power to get you moving, while the torque sensor ensures that every acceleration feels natural and controlled. The F6 Boost simply makes you want to ride a little further, a little longer and explore another trail or another part of the city. If you want to check out the current price, available promotional offers or detailed technical specifications and the official TTGO F6 Boost sales links, you can find all in the video description below. Don't delay your purchase too long as quantities are limited. Thank you for watching and see you soon for a new ride and review. Until then, bye.